Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm gonna be testing the Callisto protocol on the Steam Deck. So I missed this game when it came out. I was really just waiting for reviews and I'm glad I did because it got patched very well, I would say. There's now a Steam Deck preset, so we're starting with that. Then in general, the game locks us to 30, but we're going to keep it unlimited just at the beginning. There's the X11 and 12. I recommend you stick to 12. That's the default. So I'm guessing the shaders are built for that. Then resolution 800p. Lighting, everything on low except in screen space reflections. Weirdly enough, I didn't see a performance difference with this disabled. So that's good. Effects, disable motion blur. Do yourself a favor. In this game, it looks horrible. I don't know what they did there. Fingering as well, but that's just personal preference. Anti-aliasing TAA. And then on advanced, we're using FSR2. The game recommends performance, but I'll put it on balanced since I think we can get away with it. And that's basically it. Those are the settings. So I'll show you the game itself and then the Riot mode. And I think it's a good place to check it out. So I think the game visually looks pretty good. The thing is, with these settings, it's basically the lowest. So many lights don't cast shadows. This one does though, which looks pretty cool. And despite the amount of lights, the fire, all that good stuff, we still have pretty decent visuals. I mean, balanced FSR2 is not so bad. I was expecting performance FSR2. So that's a higher pixel count than I was expecting. You can also go for quality FSR, but I don't think it's a good idea. Because in some sections you're probably going to drop below 30, especially when you have multiple enemies plus, well, the attacks, the effects from the guns. Although I enjoyed this game more when I can accept that this is not Dead Space with nice visuals. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you're expecting Dead Space, well, this is more focused on melee more than guns. So if you don't like melee, you're probably not going to like it much. With those expectations, it's been pretty fun. Interesting experience. What do bothers me though is that Jacob runs so slowly. Man, it gets annoying at times. Going back to performance, I think the balanced FSR2 looks good on the smaller screen. Definitely chunky pixels, but not unplayable at all. Considering what this game is doing graphically, I think it's pretty impressive. I think on day one, the game didn't even have a Steam Deck preset, so that's a good difference, I would say. And I've been playing mostly the... hang on, there's a controller prompt. So as I was saying, I've been playing on my PC, and there's an issue that you have to be aware of if you have this game on PC. Make sure when you play on Steam Deck that you go for the Steam Deck preset and restart the game. Otherwise, some things are left over on the Steam Cloud, which shouldn't be happening. But when the game saves to the Steam Cloud, it also, some of the graphical presets are saved, which shouldn't be happening. That's not how it should be done. So make sure you do that with the Steam Deck. Select the Steam Deck preset, then enjoy the game. Otherwise it will be dropping below 30, completely unplayable. That happened to me and I was like, okay, the game doesn't run. So yeah, it runs better than I anticipated, honestly. Maybe the patching was the difference. I don't have the day one release to know that, so yeah. Come on! And another thing that bothers me about this game is that the options menu is only accessible, most of it, from the main menu, which shouldn't be a thing. But otherwise the game performs pretty well so far. So I think it's time to show you how it looks on the hands in handheld mode. So one sec. Now in handheld mode. So, well, this game, as I told you before, doesn't have the options menu available for in-game. You gotta go back to the main menu, which is ridiculous. But hey, it is what it is. So to lock it to 30, which is my advice, because the game has a lot of ups and downs on the performance side. You can do two things. This 30 FPS cap, like you're seeing right now, which has a lot of latency, the system-wide FPS cap. The other one is to use a command that I'll leave in the description, a launch command for the game. And the other one is to use the in-game FPS cap. Do not use the in-game FPS cap, it's horrible, the frame times are all over the place. But if you look into 30, should be good enough. You get almost 2 hours of battery. And the game looks pretty good on the smart screen. I'm always pretty surprised. Despite being almost the lowest settings, it blows my mind. I've been playing this on my higher end computer with ray tracing. It's pretty laggy with ray tracing, unfortunately. But otherwise, yeah, visually pretty impressive. But I wish Jacob ran faster. He just jogs along like nothing is happening. So as you can see here, we got a lot of room to spare. So you might say, oh, maybe 40 FPS. Well, unfortunately, it's not that simple. This area is pretty simple to begin with. So I'm going to show you Riot mode. Has more enemies, has guns, so you're going to see more of a performance-heavy environment, despite being smaller. So one sec. Alright guys, so I got into Riot mode. It's more like a wave-based part with enemies. And as you can see already in this room, we hard lock to 30. So again, lock the frame rate, make it easier for you. Again, you can use the command I left in the description as a launch argument. Use the Steam Deck's system-wide FPS cap, or the in-game one that has horrible frame pacing, so up to you. There's always 3 options. And here at least we got multiple enemies, a good amount of guns at our disposal, and lots of health. What I did notice though is when enemies spawn like that, out of the blue, when a new wave happens, the game slows down, it has like a stutter. Same thing happens when on PC, on my higher end computer, so it's not a Steam Deck issue. I would say it's a game issue. I'll just leave it at that. But this is the mode I've been playing so far to learn the gameplay, instead of playing only the campaign. And I've been enjoying the waves and things. As you have objectives in the middle, it's going to get repetitive, I'm pretty sure of that. But this is a thing that I like doing in video games where I enjoy the gameplay, but the story not so much. And as you can see, as I was saying at the beginning, the Jacob running is too freaking slow. Please, Jacob, run faster. Jesus Christ. But otherwise, I'm pretty impressed on how it runs now on Steam Deck. Because again, as far as I remember, on day 1, it was... I mean, without a doubt, you needed performance FSR2. Now we can crank it up to balanced. And if you don't mind some drops below 30, you can do quality FSR2. But you're going to drop below 30 in certain heavy sections, such as this Riot mode, as an example. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to be playing this on Steam Deck. Feels pretty good. The thing is how you lock the frame rate, but we covered that before. I forgot how to use my glove. Doinks. So again, as a conclusion, I would say the game runs better than anticipated, considering how it ran on day 1. You can use balanced FSR. Please disable motion blur on this one. I know, haha, no motion blur, blah blah blah. In this game, it's a blurry mess. I don't know why motion blur is like that in this game, but there you go. Oh, no, I know. So I don't know why. And then, if you have it on your main PC as well, on your desktop computer, make sure when you play it on Steam Deck to select the Steam Deck preset, restart the game, because the game on the cloud saves some of your graphical settings for some reason that's stupid as hell. And on the desktop PC you probably have better performance and other settings that are higher, so the game saves that and it's below 30 across the board. So please make sure to do that in order to have a good experience. So yeah, I got it for very cheap on the Steam sale, on the Steam, well, the end of the year sale. I think it ends tomorrow or the day after. And I got it, I mean the premium edition or deluxe edition was the same price as the standard edition, so of course I got the deluxe edition. And it's been a fun game so far. I spent a few hours on Riot mode. I want to keep playing the story. And it even casts shadows with the flashlight on the Steam Deck. So considering it's almost the lowest settings, it's pretty impressive. I forgot how to change weapons, there we go. He's still alive somehow. But as you can see, you can get pretty solid 30s. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, runs better than I anticipated. Apparently they patched it pretty well. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys, thanks for watching.